So here's what I think. I think we have already transitioned into transhumanism, and we don't know it yet. And I'm not just talking about Neuralinks. I'm not talking about where it's ultimately going to take us in the beast system. I think it's happening on a deeper level. And I think based upon some things I've witnessed through the last few days, few years, that we have been melded with technology in a deeper way than we realize. And I think it stems from, I don't normally speculate, but I think it stems from the cell phone towers and from 5G, whatever 5G is, that was sold to us, that it would speed up our phones or something like that. No, that's not what's happened. What's happened, and these towers just springing up over and over and over and over, overnight, they just spring up. And I think what happened is that the waves, the radio waves, or the frequencies have somehow melded with our minds and can read our minds. I'm serious. I had an experience a couple of years ago. I used to follow, or I still do, but I haven't watched him in a long time, follow a YouTuber called Montagraph. And he said, do this test. Do this test. Think of something. Don't say it out loud. Don't, text it to anybody. Just think of one random thing and see what happens. And so I chose trampolines, of all things. Trampolines. I don't know what a trampoline. And I just thought about trampolines for one day. And then all of a sudden, my phone, all of the ads on it were for trampolines. For one tiny example. My dad, a few days ago, he's a big Steve McQueen fan. And he's like, man, I haven't seen this one Steve McQueen movie from like 1962. I don't know the name of it, but he's like, I haven't seen that. And he wanted to see it. And so he just was thinking about it. And then boom, right on his YouTube, it showed up. Transhumanism, I think, has already happened. The system of the beast. And my dad said to me, how do we escape it? Because it's all over the place. It's everywhere. The cell phone towers, we can't escape it. That's the whole problem. It's being forced on us against our will in a way that we don't yet fully understand. But it's very, very real. And the only thing that I can think to myself about it is that we have to be protected by the Holy Spirit through this. I don't know what else we can do. I have no idea. But it's very real, and it's being turned up right now. It's being turned up. The things that have happened to me, which you could call happenstance or call coincidences lately when it comes to technology and the thoughts I have and then the things that come through, they're not coincidences. Transhumanism is not just a physical transformation with Neuralinks and all of that, which it will be eventually in the system of the beast. Transhumanism is reading your mind. I didn't even want to make this video, but I feel like I have to, because we need to understand that transhumanism is already here. And we're living through it. And you probably know what I'm talking about if you think about the quote-unquote coincidences that happen throughout your day based upon your thoughts. These towers, I don't know, man, but the frequencies and the things coming out of these towers, are penetrating our minds on a very deep level. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to tell you I think this is real. You know I don't speculate on this channel. This is partially speculation, but I don't think it's speculation, because the system of the beast is going to be all about melding humanity with technology. And man, what a hard time to be alive. No matter what you're going through right now, no matter how hard it feels, we will make it through. We would not have been put here at this time on this earth if we couldn't survive it. Right? We wouldn't have been put here if we couldn't survive it. And it's extremely hard. And the enemy is using this technology against us to get inside of us, to get inside of where it matters, and try to destroy us. It's not going to work. But it's going to work for a lot of people, but not for you and I. Not for you and I. We'll figure out a way through it. This is the most vulnerable video I've ever made, because it's what I've been going through with this inability to understand why my thoughts are constantly being transitioned into technology instantaneously, and then simultaneously my technology is a joke. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. The functionality of it, it's just... Do a test yourself and just think about something for a while and see if that starts showing up in your technology, and then you'll know I'm right. And then the question is, what do we do about it? Normally on this channel, what I try to do is give solutions, right? I don't have a solution to this necessarily. I don't have a solution. I have a burden about it. Cell phone towers, man. And on top of that, how do they put them up in one night? How do they just show up out of nowhere? How do they do that? Who is doing that exactly, right? Who is doing that? Who are these people? Meanwhile, they're dropping all this stuff on us from the sky. And the very, very, very few people in this world I know personally are going through the hardest times of their lives. And you might be too. And if you're not, skip off this video. But if you are, just know there's something being drilled into our heads that we can't understand. 5G, 6G, whatever the heck they're doing. Transhumanism. Mentally first. And then I think what's going to happen is for us to be able to get back to some feeling of normalcy, they're going to start introducing Neuralinks, which a Neuralink was put into a man, I guess, a few weeks ago. I don't know, for the first time. And man, I know this is complicated. I know I probably sound like a blathering fool right now, but I need you to know what's going on. If you're going through the extreme weirdness of technology and your own thoughts and stuff like that I've been going through, I need you to know you're not alone. It's what they're doing. They are doing to us. And the only thing that can save us from it is our Father. And He will. Just don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Don't feel like you're losing your mind. You're not losing your mind. You're being you're being tried to convince that you're losing your mind when you're actually not. But Neuralinks are here. I mean, transhumanism is here. We've probably been, not to mention just how married we are to our technology, to our phones, to our computers. We're just married to them, as though, and the communication is so fake. When we're talking to other people, it's just so fake. Like, what happened to real life communication? It's next to unexistent anymore. I love each and every one of you that has gone on this journey with me. Man, I have put so much energy into trying to explain what's going on. This is just a whole new level of what's going on. I doubt I've ever cried on a video before. It's just that I see so many things, Don't do anything crazy, Call on the Father. Just call on the Father when you're feeling like things aren't going the right way for you, or things aren't making sense, or it's all confusion all the time. Call on the Father, and He will answer. I'm calling on Him right now like you can't imagine. To try personally to get through these challenges in my life. And I don't think I'm anybody special whatsoever, I'm just a dude with a GoPro. Just a dude with a GoPro that's been trying really, really, really hard to cut through the garbage of this world that's been created around us. We'll do it. We'll do it together, And then we'll meet up. We'll meet up in a few years. If you know my channel, you know what I mean by that. We'll meet up in a few years in millennial reign, after everything has been destroyed that the devil has done to this earth, and then it's recreated into the beautiful creation that God actually made. We'll be there together, and we will celebrate and dance like you cannot imagine. Doing my best. Don't judge me for this video. Don't judge me harshly for this video, is what I should say. This one's, I've said it once or twice before, but this one is the hardest one I've ever made. He just wanted me to do it. He wanted me to tell you transhumanism is here, and that's what's going on inside of your head. That's what's going on. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate that, but then simultaneously I know that there's no way that we would be here right now if we couldn't handle what's going on. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get way worse. It's going to, if you followed my channel, you know, it's going to get way worse. I think about the things that I've said in my videos and on this channel, and the movies I've made and the documentaries I've made and all these things I've said as though they're theory, right? They were never theory. They were exactly what's going to happen. And if revelation isn't correct, which I've taught completely, then I don't know at that point. But it is correct. And the image of the beast is it's happening to us right now. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. We've only just begun. But like I said, we will make it through. I promise you. I promise you.